guys, hope you're all doing well. So I thought I would give you a bit of an update on my slimming world. So basically this week, unfortunately I couldn't go because my daughter was off school, she wasn't very well. But in actual fact, I don't know whether I'm going to be continuing with doing the meetings, going to the groups and everything. And I just wanted to kind of hop on and update you and just sort of share my thoughts as well and sort of feelings about it because I've been going for what 3 weeks now, and I know it's not a long time, don't get me wrong. It's not as if I've been going for 6 months or whatever and then I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm getting a bit fed up with this. And I know, you have to give it the benefit of the doubt and all that. But my dilemma is I have like a half an hour drive to get to my group. So it's not local to me, even though there's groups that's just down the road in the evening. It's really dodgy when not dodgy, but it's really difficult when you've got children and you want to go to these places, because ideally you want to go and you want to be able to just relax, and just go, and the kids and what have you can sort of, they could come with me, don't get me wrong, but now the weather's getting a bit, well, it's all right at the minute, but as the time goes on the weather's going to be getting grim and stuff, so I wouldn't really want to be dragging them out. And besides, the group doesn't start till 7 o'clock at night, so it's quite late, really. And especially, it's a school night. Usually, the kids are sort of, you know, in bed by at least 8 o'clock. So if I wanted to stay for the meeting or whatever, because personally, I find the meetings quite beneficial because people sort of share their tips and tricks. So that's the only downside of it, is there isn't anywhere that I can go that's local to me in the morning when the kids are at school on certain days that sort of suit around our schedule, because obviously there's other things to consider. But it's just it's kind of getting a little bit old, I suppose, at the minute. And by the time I get there, then I have to wait for the class to start. So you're sort of sat in the car for at least 15-20 minutes for the actual thing to start. So it's just, I don't know what to do. And I also think, because in our group there's like 50 people, and every week she goes through everybody, and I believe they do this at every Slimming World group. But when you've got so many people in your group and you're individually going through everyone, it takes such a long time that by the time I get home, I'm not getting home until at least 1:30. And that's not saying that, because I mean the next group that's on is about, say, 12 o'clock. But by the time we get out of there and then I go for like a walk, brief walk round the shop, literally a quick walk just to go and get a bit of shopping or whatever, and then you've got to drive all the way home, you know. So I don't literally get back till, like I said, about 1:30. So it makes for like a long day out just going every week. And I tend to kind of feel, and I don't know if any of you guys go to Slimming World groups, or or you do it at home, please let me know, because I like to know. But I just find, because there's so many target members in the particular group that I go to, that they seem to get the what you call it, the preferential treatment. So, and yeah, I just think that if you're a new member, you're the one that should be getting that treatment, because you're a little bit unsure. You don't really know all the rules of everything, And like, for instance, the first week that I did Slimming World, I ended up having two sins. Not two sins, I ended up having two healthy extra Bs where I should have had one. But because I wasn't completely, sure, or maybe I was misinformed, or not misinformed, but maybe I was just like not listening properly or whatever, I don't know. But I seemed to kind of miss that, and I think the trouble with me is I went a lot on by what everybody on Instagram was doing. So they would have like 2 hi-fi bars as their healthy extra B. So I just assumed you could have two, but it was never explained that it was only one, if you know what I mean. Or if it was, I must have missed it somewhere. So the first week was that. Then on the first week, so our group meeting that we had, like all the newbies, then we were told that we would have like a talk about body magic and that. Well, that never happened, and it's kind of a, it's just, I don't know, I just don't feel it's me, because it seems like, it's like, put it this way, it's like when you've got your local pub and you're a regular, and everybody, if you walked into that pub and you'd never been in there before, everybody's going to be like, looking at you or whatever. And, I don't think these groups should really, well, be like that. And I'm not saying that it is like that. So, don't get me wrong. It's just the fact that it's kind of, everybody's got their chair where they sit. And then you're kind of walking around thinking, oh, where can I sit? And it's kind of, they're sitting over there, and you want to get in and you want to mix in with people, because that's just my nature. I'm just like that. But I'm not a chatty person, but I can be polite and talk to people, and then that's how you get to know people. But if you've got a group of people that have already established that kind of bond, you want to call it, or they've established that kind of connection or whatever, it's really hard, I feel, to kind of get in there and feel part of it. And yeah, I think people like that, but when you want a one-to-one, it's really difficult, because it just doesn't seem that much time, because there's so many people in that group, it just seems so rushed. So for me, I'm like, having missed it this week, I don't know, I just think, well, maybe I'll just do it on my own, do it at home. I've got all the tools to do it. If I'm struggling, then will purchase the online membership, which I believe is £60 for 6 months, something like that. Because don't bear in mind, it's like £5 or £4.95 or whatever it is a week. The only snag is you don't get the opportunity to buy like the hi-fi bars or anything like that. That's no big shakes really, because you can always have the Alpen bar as long as there's 70 calories, although they're not quite as nice, but as that hi-fi bars, they're really good. But then, saying that, I can't eat a lot of chocolate, and the majority of them, or any chocolate I should say, so the majority of them are all pretty much chocolate based, because everybody likes a bit of chocolate. And I did, but obviously I can't now, because I'm a migraine sufferer. And also I wanted to touch on that as well, because I sort of find that will hinder me as well, because I really do suffer nasty from migraine, and it's sort of affecting how much exercise I do. Because if you have suffered with migraine, you will know you feel like complete crap, and you just don't want to use the last thing on your mind, put it that way. You just want to have your tablets, your other little bits and bobs with you that seem to do the trick, like your little forehead thing. And I use Vicks as well, just to try and clear my sinuses, because I tend to sort of get it here, but I also get it on my temple. I know we're going off topic, but I'm just saying that's also what kind of hinders me with my exercise as well. So some weeks, and when I feel great, I will give it all I can when I do exercise, and I will do my Zumba for an hour. I will go on long walks and really, really, give it some, because that's, like, do 3 mile walk and my Zumba, in one day, and exercise bike. I will go at it full force for one day. And then a best part, and every week now it's kind of getting where I'm getting these migraines, and I don't know why. Haven't got a clue, to be honest with you, why I'm getting them. It's not as if I'm not having enough food, because some people can kind of get migraines by not eating. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. Although I will say I've been drinking a fair old amount of Diet Coke lately, and I've always wondered whether it's something to do with that. Whether it kind of shares the same kind of colouring or whatever as chocolate. I don't know. But then I drink coffee, so can't give that up. Crikey, I just can't give that up. So anyway, guys, so I thought I would just pop on or waffle on, as I should say, and just let you know. Hopefully you can hear this video. And if you can't hear it, then I'm really sorry, but I can't do anything about it. Yeah, but hopefully you can hear it. So yeah, so basically I think I'm just going to do it on my own and see how I go. But I think I'll do like updates every week, because it still will be slim and well friendly. It's just the fact that I'm gonna do it at home, just because it kind of suits me like a little bit better, and I can sort of work it in a little bit better with everything and everybody else and stuff. So that's going to be the plan. So anyway, guys, I hope you are all having a fabuloso week. The sun's shining at the minute now because it's been like super doom and gloom, and we've had like torrential rain this morning. So I have to go and pick the kids up in a little while from school, because Emily is supposed to have extra maths on a Tuesday, but they've cancelled it because it's all parents' evening and that this week. So we got parents' evening, I think, tomorrow. So I've got to go to that on my own because Tim's working. So yeah, so that'll be all fun and games. So I will see you in my next video. But let me know, won't you? Let me know what you think, because ultimately I started doing this. I want to document my weight loss, and I think it's going all right. It's slow. I mean, I don't know how much I've lost like this last week, because obviously I haven't uh, got weighed. But then also I was thinking, in my wisdom, I could actually go to our local doctor's surgery once a week and get weighed there and get a proper true reading of my weight. So, there's means and ways of doing it. And our local doctor's surgery is not that far. So, it's not as far as going to Slimming World, that's true. So, I could just go down there each week, and you don't even have to pay to get weighed there. You just literally go and stand on the old machine and off you go. So I might even do that, and then I can get like a little printout and show you my little printouts. So I might do that, but that's if their machine's working, because I know sometimes it's not been working. But anyway, so yeah, so give the video a thumbs up if you all think I'm doing the right thing. No doubt there'll be some of you out there that probably think I'm not doing the right thing, but I, at the end of the day, it's my weight loss journey. I want to kind of do, I'm still going to stick to it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to like go off plan or anything. Anyway, guys, I thought I would hop on and give you a little bit of update. I didn't want to leave you hanging, and I didn't want you to think I'm not going to bother with all this Slimming World malarkey. I am going to do it, but I think for me it just works out best for me to do it at home. But I will be updating you every week, and then also if I do my videos every week, then I can still look back on them and think, oh my god, she's lost 50 chins in a week. You know what I mean? I can look back on it and think, actually, yeah, I do look a lot better. So yeah, so why not still make videos and still do it, just so I can sort of see the progression in myself, even if I can't see it mentally. Hopefully I can actually see it visually. So anyhow, I will see you all next week, guys. Have a great week and take care, and thanks for watching, and please subscribe. That would be awesome. And for all you awesome lot that have subscribed to me, thank you ever so much. I know I don't always say it, but I do appreciate you all so much, and all your support. It's just awesome. So and your comments and stuff is really, really nice. So keep them coming, keep them all coming, because I love it. And I will see you next time, guys. So thanks then. Thank you. Bye. Bye. Mwah. Bye.